First one is the only slightly confusing one.
All right, welcome to the 3v3 preview. This is going to be rough, but it's going to be fun. And we're going to do tonight, poorly and well, many things so that when we do it on Saturday, it's awesome sauce. Say hi, everybody.
Hey.
Howdy.
Hello.
Hey.
We have two teams tonight. We are going to play 6 maps. This is our bracket that we'll be working with tonight. And we have Clan Smoke Jaguar exhibition team from the Mostly Heartless against what do our opponents want to call themselves tonight? What's your name?
I guess I'm technically the ranking Falcon in command, so I guess I believe it's First Falcon Strikers.
All right, I like this. All right, so tonight's 3v3 will be a full slow motion preview of what we're going to be doing on Saturday. The prevailing basic Chaos March rules apply when we don't have something specific. Specific 3v3 stuff. You have a 15-minute time limit. You are generally not supposed to repeat variants during an entire match, which is the best 2 out of 3. And you should try to avoid purposely going for the tie really early in the match. But we're not going to penalize you if you have 2 mechs left that are really damaged and 1 enemy mech that's really fresh, and you want to go towards it. On Saturday, there probably won't be really strict tie rules in effect. If we end up with a situation where the teams haven't killed each other after 15 minutes, that'll probably be that, but we're going to figure that out after we play tonight specifically. And then you get 1 APC. So if you want to use an APC, if you want to use a battle armor, you can use an APC. It costs the C-bills. You get 3 lives with it, but you get 3 lives. Your BA pilot can respawn twice. However, it is not a carrying asset when time runs out. So if we do use carrying rules, if you use an APC and time runs out and 3 enemies are alive and you only have the APC pilot left, then that. All right, other than that, should be pretty basic. We're going to use the striking system with C-bills. I'm going to split us up into teams now. There will be probably a post-game show and definitely a podcast coming up. So be sure to check those out, and we'll get links in the show links for the alternate streams and other stuff we've got going on. Thank you, everybody, for staying up late with us, and expect, I think, somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 maps tonight. So here we go. Falcons, please report to 3v3 Team 1 channel. I will report my team report to 3v3 Team 2 channel, and we'll begin the striking process.
Alrighty.
User was moved to your channel. User joined your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Okay, just give me a moment while I get everything in order.
Be right back. 1 second.
I am
Channel
currently
as casual as living low.
Channel switched.
All right. Okay, these is our drop calc. As the team leader tonight, I'm going to now open a private chat with Direwolf. The password to the server is Outreach, so we should connect into there. That's our drop calc, and I will, depending on how the striking process goes, the notes in the drop calc, drop leader notes under map 1 will be how we get our limits.
Are these C-bill limits what we're using for each single of the drop?
I'm back.
No, they are not. They will
Gotcha.
be one of those. I'll work you through this in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I am going to strike a map, and then Okay, video goes live.
Okay, do we have a total list or a map list to pull from? Oh, that works too.
It's in the drop calc link in there. Open it up to drop calculator and on the right side under battle report dump.
Battle report dump. Oh man, I want glory. Glory's God. Oh, we'll live.
These days I has been doing real damage. I set the game to everything medium instead of high as before. I have been doing damage as I used to do long time ago. So I have been able to kill people again.
Hey, that's nice. That's a plus.
Yeah.
That'll come in handy.
Because I installed it in another PC and the setting was medium and I
Alright, there's a
played
drop calc.
and I was doing damage. So I try in this PC, set everything to medium and it's working. So now I'm able to use PPCs and
I was just going to ask, are you
gauss.
able to do PPC again?
Yeah.
That's what I heard
This-
doesn't quite work from those other worlders on the other half of the
No,
planet.
that all gauss or everything was shit. The only thing I could use was missiles. No, usually I the only way I could
Yeah.
do some kind of damage. Even pulse laser. For me, which was the I will tell you. Uller C, I think
Yeah.
it was the one with the was useless for me before, but this week I have been using it and I have been able to kill people with that.
That's good to hear. I'm
Yeah.
happy to see you able to contribute more than missiles because I remember seeing you in pubs and I just see you run around backcapping because that's the only thing you can help with.
Only thing I can do. But
Well,
now,
yeah,
no.
nice. I look forward to seeing you in some more fights.
Me too.
I mean, not to say backcapping wasn't helpful. Won plenty of maps with just that.
I mean, I go brawling. The only thing is I don't kill anybody. I just do damage. I on the top of sometimes I go high on the list, but kills nothing. But point, I got a lot of point, but no kill at all. I just do damage.
That's what matters. Confirming kills, save that for airspace.
But another reason I go backcapping is because nobody is backcapping. I'm asking the people, go to cap. If they don't go to cap, I have to go myself. You wait for them to cap,
The eternal struggle
lose.
of all pubs. It's a nightmare because it's like you get into heavy assets, 64, 54 kph, no one's capping. It's like, come on, guys, don't make me back cap.
They don't care. They just want to go to fight and to die.
Yeah.
And you are going playing the terrain control. You need to cap.
That's the worst part because it's like we got a lot of new people. There seems to be a pretty strong wave, circa a couple months ago, of new guys.
Mm-hmm.
They're hanging out in lights and mediums, perfect for backcapping. But when push comes to shove and we need caps, it's a vet that has to down ton from their mauler or something into an Epona.
Yep.
And it's like, I'd much rather have a vet on the front lines in that mauler and send one of those mediums out there. But that's just the way it is.
Yeah. Go capping. Nobody's going.
Architect, 54K, 98K, 128K. Drop calc is set. Drop calc should be filled out, but doesn't have to be filled out right away.
54, 98, 128?
Yep, but the drop calc does work. Everything is up to date, and the C-bill limits are easy to read. Back in a moment.
Gotcha. Okay, Red, what has been your favorite asset as of late?
As a light.
As of late, as of recently, my bad.
Okay, sorry. You can. I Locus A. Locus A. Usually Osiris A. Uller B. I have been playing also with Chimera, the one with the 4 median laser.
Ooh,
Scat
that guy got nerfed, but he's
always.
still really good.
Scat Warhammer. I have been playing that lately too. Warhammer and the new Assault, the Sander. Two have been played with Sander and we play with Bloodthirst.
I really want to figure out how to do this under. I've seen it, and I've seen Invictus pull some plays with it, but every time I hop in it, the gun load just feels so... There's no other chassis that carries gun load like that. Like, Expulses and Gauss just does not click for me.
But not that one, not that one. I took not the
LVX
one
one feels
because
kind of nice.
I think I took that one. I took it. And what else I have been taking these days? Avatar 2. I've been playing with
Yeah,
Avatar.
that's always a nice one.
Yeah, I think that maybe I'm missing something, but mostly. Yeah, Mad Cat F. I love that one.
Okay, viewers, game just crashed, bringing it back up.
The ATM extended, high explosive and the stuff they had, the Mad Cat F. I love it.
Ours says Team 2 Calc. That's the title. I hope I'm not putting it in the wrong one. Okay. Gotcha. Duelist, are we making all Mars and Behemoth cost 8k more? Gotcha. Okay, I think I'm gonna swap our Vulture Fox for something else. $98K. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, Duelist, red. Do either of you have a preference between the new Mars, the Morrigu, or the Ares?
For me,
Duelist,
I'll
you
let
and Morrigu. Okay, Red, you feeling like an Ares, which is heavy large laser, or the Mars, which is PPC, UX5, and some other lasers?
Let me see. Mars with again? Which one?
The Mars Echo has one PPC, UX5, heavy medium laser, 4 small lasers, and some SRAM6.
And the other one was Ares, is it?
Ares B, which is 1 heavy large laser and 2 SRAM6. Streak 6, so they walk.
Let me check. Ares again?
Ares Bravo, 1
Bravo.
heavy large laser, 2 Streak SRAM6.
Prefer the Mars.
Gotcha. Sweet. We're lined up, ready to go. Awesome. Red, you're in a Mars Echo. Duelist, you are in a Morrigu Echo. And I'll take the Ares Bravo.
Assembly ready in Hangar Bay. 1.
Short. That Mars currently only has 1 UX5. Oh, build rules wise, no. I don't think it has that many heavies. It got a lot of medium slots, but
What ammo should I buy? UAC5? All 6 ton of UAC5?
I'd say at least 6 tons of the SRM. You're not gonna go through a lot of UAC.
Okay.
Duelists do keep note. Morgu's super slow, and you've got a min range on the ATMs there.
Any setting for the weapon or as it comes?
What was that?
The group, the weapon group. I leave it at it come. I have the PPC heavy medium laser and the 4 small laser on the one group. Ultra AC5 another group and the strict in another group.
I'd pair
okay this
the
way.
AC5 with the PPC. They've got similar travel speed. Lasers on a second group and SRAMs on a third. Your primary focus in that one, you need to be pumping out small laser fire and the missiles on cooldown as much as possible. That's where your damage is. Small lasers and the SRM. I think there's a heavy medium laser on there too. You could throw that with small lasers. Should do a test fire, make sure you don't overheat with that though.
Okay, let me see. Not bad with that. Okay, so I said group 1, the medium, all the laser, group 2, all the streak, group 3, PPC and AC5.
Yeah, that sounds good. Just spam those streaks and spam the lasers, because that's where it hurts.
Okay.
Red, you and I are kind of gonna try and be the front line. Duelist is vulnerable to being min-ranged with his ATMs. and we have shorter range missiles anyways. So Duelist hopefully will be able to engage in a spot where you can get up on a ridge and fire down into the party, where we keep the party down there.
Okay, viewers. Here we go.
Go ahead, Doris.
Og 40.
Sweet. The traditional fighting spot's Delta 4-5, so let's make best speed there. We have no Geck'em, correct?
Yep. I don't have it on this.
Okay, Og. So we're gonna turn right up here. Maybe not. That's not good terrain. Can we go around? Yeah,
I will
no, don't go that way.
change-
We're turning left.
Okay, I guess I will change the streak in order to not be overheated.
Connection lost.
I don't.
Oh, I don't need to change it.
I don't think you need to chain them, as long as
Okay.
you're a little bit careful.
Okay.
That being said, if you're getting overheating, just dump your coolant. You shouldn't be. We've only got one engagement, so don't be stingy on the coolant.
Okay.
Well, Duelist, you can take point. You've got the range to poke if you see any heads.
How fast
Alright.
is your travel speed?
He's 32. And we're heading 42 towards Delta 5. There's a chance we're gonna see a DSRM vulture, and if we do, that's got to be the primary focus. If we see another Mars, we've got to focus its turret down and just nuke it.
Note that if we're near water and we have a lot of auto flamers on them, we might want to consider that.
Yeah, that Mars will get hot, I'm pretty sure. So if we can find a spot near water, that's just a bonus for us.
Still heading 42?
Yeah.
Hit a bump.
Duelist at the top of that ridge. Let's take a pause and have Red catch up and take point, because we're going to be running into them
Alright,
shortly.
Breaking now.
I'm going with you, no, Architect?
We're going to take point, but you've got the lowest travel speed, so I want you in the very front.
Okay.
And with your armor, it's not going to hurt that much if you take a couple alphas.
How's everybody tonight?
Let's loop around this mountain, heading 29.
Connected.
Going around?
Yeah. So hang left here. Or right, my bad. Not seeing any visual yet. And there's a very real chance we'll bump into him right here.
Viewers, be sure to comment on the video on the audio levels. We made a few more adjustments.
Ooh, careful, Red. That doesn't look like a fun spot.
Yeah. Have to go around. Tunnel right now.
Yeah. What was that?
Accidental.
Sure. Now you want to get a fight underway.
Wonder how well. You know what? I'll bet that an Xbox.
I'm stuck. I'm
Contact.
stuck here.
Never mind. Their base.
Go left. Red, if you turn harder left, it's a better slope.
All right, we've got just under 10 minutes till time.
No worries. Once we see him, it's going to be 45 seconds at max.
Tank.
Okay, open radars, push forward. Full,
They
red,
have
full
a
speed
shield.
ahead.
Morigo. Demo maybe? My head.
Duelist back up a little bit. Red, we want you way up here.
Turret damaged. Turret critical.
Primary, let's get that Morgu turret down. Morgu turret.
My turret is going to go.
Okay, Red, lead it in. Don't be afraid to tank. That's your job. Polar, or not Oler, Uziel and Morgu are primaries. Okay, Red, Duelist, you're at a good spot.
On my way, but I don't have head anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
I continue
Sit
go
here,
ahead, no?
make them crest to us. We're good here.
Ah, okay.
They are
Duelist, you're in a good
C6
spot.
heading south. C6 key 5, C6 key 2. Oh, never mind, you have radar.
Okay, they have a behemoth there.
I don't
Morgu.
see the Uziel. Is down the Uziel?
How is the
My
Uziel?
fire indicates 75 UZL.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, Red. I'm behind you.
We were here, we go ahead.
Heading 75 UZL.
We're going to push right around the mountain, low ground.
Are we moving?
Yeah, a little bit. Want to put more shots on that Morgu, and he's a little far out.
Behind you.
Yep, they're right here. I got a scoop.
What's primary?
Uziel's up there, and the behemoth doesn't have any shots yet.
Hide, move.
Move forward.
Oscar, move.
Yeah, hitting me.
Okay, keep on that Morgu.
Okay,
This is slow shit.
go ahead. Go,
Turret destroyed. Turret target.
or go till we go down. Spread your damage best you can. Alright.
Oh well. We could have
Oh,
focused
no.
that Morgu down a little better. The Peaky Pokey did not work well against the behemoth.
And the other was, wow. It's difficult to move with that.
Yeah.
Excuse me, viewers. All right. Okay. All right. Checking damage before we begin striking again.
Sure. I think the behemoth was fresh.
40% side. Morrigu was 11% left. Uzil was 46% side.
Yeah. Does pour on my part shot calling. We should have taken out the Uziel first.
All right. Okay, striking status.
Let me.
No, I got it.
Okay. Okay, let me know when we've got some numbers.
Looks like there's been a couple. Looks like I was using an old draft version of the striking system. So we'll have Dar walk me through it for now, and then I'll be sure I get that down for next time. Because when I did the example, it was whoever lost the match got the initial start. All right.
I see. They banned New Avalon, so we can't do that one. If we get a choice, did they ban Glory? I'll shame that. I'll shame.
$114.74.70. Okay, this is TSA tunnel. Oh, yeah. There's a tunnel in the middle of this that you can kind of hide in, but for 3v3, probably not a good idea.
Okay. Oh, what are our CBIT limits?
They're in the calc, map 2.
So 140, 114, 74, and 70?
Yep, and it's IS Tech only.
IS only.
Set 6.
Okay.
Set 6. If you need further reference, drop leader notes will have some of the stuff up there, and when it'll have the challenge bracket during the actual event. Will have it written down as tech stuff. So, all right, viewers. I'm gonna set you up with that, and we'll have a look through the map in just a moment. BRB.
Gotcha.
Welcome back.
Good. Good. Okay. I think I've got a good... Yeah. I like this. Well, it's not the best, but I kind of like how it looks. Let me double check something. Ah, yeah, okay. Definitely. Okie doke.
All right, viewers, let's get a look at the map in a minute.
Knowing how much you drive tanks, I'm going to put you in the Rommel Bravo. Have you taken that before?
I've used something similar enough to it.
Yeah, it's a lot like the
Pushback
demo.
around wheels.
Yeah. Do keep a note, it's got the SRM4 and heavy machine guns, so it's an up-close and personal one, but you've got the speed and armor.
So if I basically treat the way these heavy machine guns work now as just way worse, weaker SRMs, we're good. Short range, keep it on point.
And technically make sure you don't overheat them, you know, but it's not the end of the world if you do. It's just a little bit more DPS.
Group fire the SRMs?
I'd group fire them, yeah.
Okay.
Unless, you know, you feel cheeky and you want to do some chain fire and someone's holding still, you know, you can land them all on the same component. Red, I'm going to throw you in the Catapult Foxtrot. That is 2 T-Bolt 15s and 4 medium lasers.
Okay.
If you're firing all of those consecutively, it will get hot. However, you've got coolant and it's a cool map, so just make sure you don't overheat yourself on accident, because it's a real possibility. And I
Okay.
think there's jump jets on there, so if you get in a pinch, there's that too.
Tribal white black is our camo.
Gotcha.
Red Catapult Fox, Duelist Rommel B, Architect, Atlas
Ar-
Fox.
Yeah, Atlas Fox.
Okay.
Duelist, you're kind of going to be the lay low. We're going to rely on you for the damage, because we're two
Assembly in progress.
very ripe targets to take hits,
Now,
Red and I.
the changes that I made
But
to the
you're-
calc, is that pretty easy to read now?
Assembly ready
The limits,
in Hangar Bay. 1.
and seeing what you're using.
I think.
Do I
Oh, the
need
used and limit?
Under, like, go ahead, Red.
No, just asking. I need to change the Thunderbolt, or I don't need to.
I would group fire them, just for the sake of having to stare less. You know, as soon as you get a lock, or if you want to get up close and personal and dumbfire them, there's that too. But just make sure you're firing them as soon as possible, because they have a long reload time and you really want to make them hit.
Okay.
Oh no, is this gonna be... Oh, I might have to change my camera.
So I'm thinking for weapons groups, heavy machine guns with the rotary, and then SRMs in a separate.
I like to keep them on 3 groups, because the heavy machine guns in Iraq have different cooldowns. But there's not going to be any harm, because you're pretty much going to be firing them both more or less at the same time.
Alright, what I'll do is... I missed the days when there weren't restrictions on everything. Chain firing the heavy machine guns would be useful. Not from a strategic
Nice.
standpoint, but for fun.
I think I don't have to worry about too much about heat. It seems that the reloading of everything is enough to get rid of the heat.
Nice.
Shutting down.
I wonder if that's a bug or not. Let's find out. Okay, there is a tunnel on this map, the entrance of which is... Oh, good lord. I just was there. The entrance is... You remember when you played with Joey on this, and then I had that recent promo video of you guys fighting? That's where the entrance is, if you remember that.
Duelist, that was like a decade ago.
Echo 2, the entrance is Echo 2, and it comes out around Echo 7. So, meh. And it's about 2 tanks wide. Go ahead, Red. Close the info.
No, that's all. As I was saying, that E2 and the exit E7.
42 sounds good. Make sure you got email.
Anything you want to know about the map before we start?
Where's a good low ground? Close engagement.
Delta 4, Delta 6, or Delta 5, Delta 6 along there. Delta anywhere along the trails, really. Anywhere along the trails. Otherwise, center, but then they might... Yeah.
Let's swing hard south and just kind of loop around. Am I the lowest speed here?
54.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not by much. I think both of us could do about 65.
Yep.
No, actually, I guess I can do 80. There's the tunnel entrance, in case we need to chase people down. Actually,
Do we have
close
any backup?
range. The tunnel would be great for close range.
In here?
Yeah,
Sure, let's go for it.
yeah. Let's go for it, but let's exit out the other end if we don't find them right away.
Duelist, you gotta take points so we don't kick you.
Yep. There's a center pillbox that can about 300, 400 range.
I go second, you go second, I go second.
Yeah. Red, we more or less want to be shoulder to shoulder. Duelist is going to be in front, so we can all shoot at the same time without bumping into each other. Oh yeah, do we have any Geckum? I don't think we do.
No.
Let me check the equipment list. Nope.
Duelist, go faster, don't make me kick you.
Alright, yeah, there we go. I just want to enable mask. .27 is the end time.
I've never been in this tunnel before. Oh yeah, so Red, you want to stay alive. I'm going to try and do a little bit of tanking, and hopefully they'll shoot at me a whole bunch. And hopefully you'll get to put a lot of missiles out. Duelist and Red, you guys have the lion's share of the damage between us. Duelist, the lion's share of all of us.
This is the middle of the map, of the tunnel?
Yep. We can sit here for a bit, see if they come. We can exit out. If we exit out, we exit out about Delta 7.
Let's exit out, because I don't want to have them try and...
I can
I don't
tell you
want to have
some...
to hope on a gambit.
After the match, remind me to tell you great stories of this map.
Okay. I wish we had a better underground map that was like this, but the whole map was a little bit more underground.
Underground's great, except we have some issues with explosive stuff on it. There's a map called TSA Underground that's outstanding in many ways, but a few small things prevent us from using it.
I think I remember that. Isn't that the one that really
Three
curses
levels.
tanks?
3 levels. Tanks get stuck in the mid-level.
Isn't there battle armor
things.
machine guns from Crisis in there?
Yeah. You know the one that you can do all the explosions on? Everybody gets pissed off because you set off the explosions? That's the one.
Yeah, I know that map. That's a nightmare. Probably for the best.
Okay,
It's not
here's the
fun.
exit.
Okay. Duelist on point still. Red, we're behind.
And here's the trails.
Okay, let's peek on mid, because they're either there or looping around. Mid is this way now. Okay. Oh, this is their main base. Nice. Well, we'd be able to catch them if they're sitting in main.
Automatic shutdown system offline.
Anybody watching this later on, please leave a comment if the audio levels are good. Thank you.
Yep. Visual, they're ahead of us. 225 sitting on a ridge. Bushwhacker, Partisan, Mauler, and they got vis of us. Ooh, the Bushwhacker is going to be primary. The Mauler and Bushwhacker. We're going to loop hard right. They're about 700 out. Let's start getting some shots on. Red.
So target, you mean Mauler or Bush?
Mauler. Mauler.
Mauler. Oh.
Mauler and Bushwhacker are primaries for now.
Thank you for the comment.
Too far.
Here.
They're out of range. Okay, let's push up. We're going to have to tank some shots.
Okay,
We can't poke this.
now.
Yep.
We must get along on the bushy path.
TPC Mauler. They're short range. Let's sit in mid.
To our left is pretty good.
MRM Mauler. Rack Bushwhacker. You can rack on him. He's way primary. Stay out of range of the Mauler. He's 700. How are we doing? Red, you're doing good.
Moving.
Duelist, you're doing great.
Moving right, left side, left side.
Yep. Gonna pull back a little bit so I can outrange them. Because they're 650 and under, and we can really utilize that.
Are we moving? Okay.
If you pull back to where I'm at, we can pretty much hard lock them for range.
They
You
are
may
behind.
be able to get a jump shot with Thunderbolts here.
Yeah, but I don't know if I will be able to lock on. No, they are big. But good
Yeah.
cover.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, looks like one's rotating. Yep. Mauler's going left or right.
Should we be cold or hot radar?
Hot. Well, we're hot because we have to get locks.
Okay, I'll stay cold.
I think they pulled off because they don't want to make an engagement
We
here.
have to be careful.
Yep.
With the tunnel behind us.
Oh, they're trying to hit me with the Mauler.
Yep. Last seen 295, heading. Muller headed north.
Let's pull up this way a little bit, Red, onto the hill.
With you.
Duelist, I want you coming up here and kind of in between us and them because you're really fresh and you've got a lot of damage to deliver.
Maneuvering's
We're
take a
gonna
minute.
keep rotating left, Red. If I remember, there's a trail up here that we can really hone down on. Heading 330. I mean,
Oh shit, it's really hot.
We got about 5
Remember.
minutes and change.
if we see that bushwhacker, it is primary.
Okay.
That and the Mauler should have a lot of hits on
I've
it.
hit it the right side of the bushwhacker most of my hits, I think.
Okay. Duelist, I really want you in front of me.
Are we going this way?
We're swinging, actually, Red the long way. Down here, left. God damn it, right. One day I'll learn my cardinal directions. That day's not today.
High, low.
Low. They've got to be Delta 2 because they're super short range and they want to make a short range engagement. This is a bad play going into their hands, but I feel like with our burst damage we may be able to get a pick. Or their tunnel. Okay, get ready. We may get a peek.
So who is going first? Duelist is going to go first or?
Duelist, come up here. Duelist, I want you leading a charge just straight down the path. Just not too fast though. Watch they win in the tunnel. That would suck.
Or still our left?
Red, can you take a peek on the top of that hill? You've got the speed to, yeah.
I didn't see anything on the top. You got to go ahead? Up ahead?
I want to take a quick peek mid. They could be right around here. I think they went right from here. Yeah, they have to have gone right or else we would have run into them already.
I think I saw something 133 degree, but not sure.
Yep,
No.
heading 100. 700 out. We traded places. Duelist, or red, turn around.
So we have back cover now. Let's...
Right now they're coming right at us, heading 100. Red, get up, or Duelist, get up here. Ooh, Duelist, time to shine. Charge in there with red. Smaller primary. Is that a headshot? Nice. Some Cheetos left.
Nice.
Whoa. Nice job on the Bushwhacker. I did not think we had so many hits on it already.
31%, 21%, 82%. All right, pretty good. Good match.
Very
Good,
nice.
calm drop commanding, telling us what to do.
I gotta say, good job, Red, on spreading your damage. I was not expecting you to be as fresh as you are. Because catapults are really soft.
I was
And they
lucky
ignore
because I had the...
Duelist, just like I liked. And Duelist has a ton of damage. Very nice, very nice. I'm really happy that that catapult. I was really hemming and hawing about choosing that catapult, but I guess it works very well on cold maps.
Okay, viewers. Switching to.
Maybe that's because the
Update
Thunderbolt
challenge.
take ages to reload.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Last time I took it, I was like, come on, these Thunderbolts are just way too slow. But if you land every single one of them, doesn't matter.
Okay, viewers. Sorry about the sound cutting out.
Okay, Duelist, let me know when you've got C-bills.
Well, I can tell you it's going to be one of the remaining C-bill sets listed.
Is that under battle report?
Under drop leader notes, map 1.
I don't see drop leader notes.
Okay, drop calculator, battle report dump, upper right, all the purple blue stuff on the far right, and then on.
I see.
Yeah,
I have that minimized, so that's hidden.
we'll have that on challenge during the tourney. We'll have that in the forums, Discord. It'll be plastered all over the place and in TeamSpeak.
Okay, this whole thing makes a lot more sense saying that. I was like, what are you two talking about?
All right, they're deciding whether to pick the C-bill limit or they're deciding to pick the maps. Since we already played C-bill limit 6 and we played C-bill limit. All right, so we're gonna play New Avalon with set 3, so 82, 90K, 105.
Okay, and you're plugging that in for our third?
Yep.
$82, $98, $105.
Architect, I'm going to teach you how to do this. Because who knows, maybe one day you'll mess around with this. Okay. Under the bottom, it lists the sheets. Okay. We're currently in the blue one called Drop Calculator. Alright. I want you to go I want you to move your mouse and click on the third one, the input match settings.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, these are all the settings for the maps. So, we're about to play map 3. Okay. So, I want you to go to map 3, drop settings battle 3, and then you see all these little orange things.
So it should look like this.
I want you to type in, replace the 113 with 82K. Yeah, like that.
Nice. Oh, 105, 98, and 82.
Yep.
Sweet. That makes more sense. I knew that that had to come from somewhere in the sheet.
Yep. And now, just to make sure you did it under the right one, you did it under drop 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
113, 80.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Nope, that's all right. So, okay, so scroll down. See where it says TC New Avalon 3? Here, you see where I'm clicked right here?
How about that?
All right there. Okay, cool. You just learned how to do my job. And if you wanted to change the map, it's just a couple of ones up there. And you
Yeah.
can,
This makes more sense. Okay.
that's
Okay.
That's
So
BRB.
gotcha. 105. 105. New Avalon. God. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, that'll be fine. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Red, you and I won't be playing in the 3v3. That's why we're playing right now, so we get a chance to play in this. But Red, the way this is going to work is, let's say 7 teams show up on Saturday. Well, what we're going to do that's different than the 3v3s that you've played in is instead of having a bracket and you play this team and you must beat this team, and if you win, you move on to the next team, we're going to do something called a round robin, where each team plays each team once. And it works. The format is exactly like we're doing tonight. So a team has to win a best 2 out of 3, and then at the all the teams play each other that day. And then at the end of it, the top 4 scoring teams get to go into a championship round the weekend after. So that'll be the a little bit of that we're not doing tonight. But if you were curious, that's what this tournament's going to look like coming up on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. See, it's so nice. We'll try to watch the videos.
I think we have one to 2 teams are going to be entering. There was interest for a 3rd team, but everybody's schedule. Saturdays are rough for our unit for a lot of the guys. And November is actually rough too. If this was any other month, I think we would probably have our usual 2 teams in. Usual other 2 teams, so we'll see what happens.
For me, the time the tournament is happening, is taking place. I'm working at the time, I think, or preparing to work. And what happened with Crash? Did you contact Crash? Because I think you were looking for him, asking if he wanted to play.
Yeah, I think Architect was trying to get a hold of Crush Lips to see if he wanted to play.
Mm-hmm.
I tried pinging him once in pubs, but man, he's a hard guy to nail down. I'd love to see him because he knows how to play, and people like to joke about him in the Discord. So it'd be really fun to see him stomp people.
I think I'm going to at maximum be playing as a mercenary team player when if we have some downtime and the team's waiting for one of their opponents, we might put together a few people and play a single map in between to keep teams always playing. But those matches, if we do play any of those, won't actually count for any of the tournament. Interesting list. Do not stick red or eye in the first mech.
I'm swapping that out. I want something faster.
Red can handle the second and third mech, but he probably would prefer the second one to his playstyle. I've got lots of practice in the third one, but given I'm used to the heavier before the armor changes, so
yeah.
So probably stick me in slot one, mech 1 or 3, whatever you decide there.
What chassis are you talking about?
We have our drop calc open. Drop calcs are going to be optional during the whole thing. Each team will have one. They'll be expected at the end of their match to fill out what they used, mainly so I can keep track of it. In addition to the challenge, but I'm sure a lot of I don't know how many teams are actually going to be using it like we are real time. All right, I'll be right back. Current score is during the preview test. We're going to play 2 rounds today, so a total of 6 maps. And right now, each team is tied, and the next fight will determine who wins this first round. Next map is TC New Avalon, BRB.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll reiterate this one. Stulis is back, but we have a bunch of medium-ish range punchers. We're all 86k. This map can be medium range if you make it, but it also is a little baity to get people to do some long range stuff. So I want us to just rush with our 86k and get in their face. Okay. Hopefully they'll try and do some peeky pokey and we'll just smash into them. This one is full speed ahead. We've got a bunch of brawlers. 86k should be able to outrun anything heavier if they want to do fancy stuff. And yeah, red of the Marauder Charlie, that's the UAC-21, Vulture Foxtrot, DSRM-6, and Thanatos F, UAC-10 and LRM-20. Which of those do you have the most playtime in?
None of them. Again, because maybe the Vulture is the one, because I usually don't play too much with AS stuff. Because I started recently. I don't like the Marauder. I banned myself the Marauder. For me, it's not the Marauder, so that's why I don't play with that.
Okay. Is there anything 105k price-wise that you enjoy?
No, I mean,
do you like Cauldron Borns?
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of Cauldron Borns we can use.
I mean, the one I play with is the one with the Cauldron Born.
Is the Atlas G still under 105?
The G. I use the G.
We're going fast, and yes, it is. Unfortunately, it's a little. Well, maybe we can use it as an anchor.
Let me see again. Just say the Tani.
Maybe
Tani F, no?
Thanatos F, yes.
Thanatos F. And what else? You say Marauder?
Marauder Charlie.
Marauder Charlie.
And Vulture Foxtrot.
Let me see Vulture Foxtrot.
Vulture Foxtrot, if you haven't already put a lot of hours in it, I don't want to put you in it because it's a very particular Vulture.
Yeah, no, I don't play with this one.
Okay. We can swap the Marauder out for a Cauldron Born or a Thor. But it's got to be 86k. Or even a Loki. There's a couple Lokis we can use.
Oh, Loki has too... I don't like Lokis. They are too weak.
They're squishy, yeah. I'd prefer a Marauder or a...
Okay.
Cauldron Born.
Something has changed.
What
with
about
the
Cauldron
spectate
Born
mode
G?
that I am trying to
Caldy
figure out
G,
why I'm having
that's the right
trouble with.
range bracket. Let me see. Caldy G.
I have mask,
On
8 high ATN9 high explosive, 2 heavy medium laser, 2 medium pulse laser, and 2 SRM4.
on.
It's in the right price. Nice. Yeah, we could do it.
Okay.
Red, you're in the Caldy G. Duelist, Thanatos F, and I'll take the Vulture F.
Okay. This is nuts.
Is it being funky? Well, code was messed with doing what is it? Doing the removing auto join.
Ship, I was thinking that you said before the Marauder C, right?
Marauder C was, or it was the Marauder with the 2 UAC 20, or with the 1 UAC 20.
You have one Yak 25 medium laser,
Yeah.
2 SRM6. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Do you want to do that one instead? That one would work better here.
Yeah, I will take this one because I have more range here with the 5 medium laser. I think down with the Ebon Jaguar.
Yeah, I prefer that one. That was my first choice here too. So red, you're in Marauder Charlie.
Okay.
Duelist, you're Thanatos Foxtrot. Once you're in. We can't do that. That's the Falcon colors. Oh, why not? Olive. Olive's kind of green. Fine, solid color green.
Grim?
Solid color green. Get ready to build.
Okay, we're going undercover.
God damn it. Don't you hate? Does anyone... I open the buy menu looking for something, and then I just keep scrolling up and down past it every time. Okay, Duelist, you weren't here for when I was telling Red. My suspicion is that they're going to try and do Peeky Pokey, because this map favors Peeky Pokey. But we can also go full speed brawl and just run through mid and hit them in the face. So that's our plan. Everything's kind of short range. Duelist, you've got a little bit more range with your LRM-20. Besides that, we want to get under 500 and just start punching.
Assembly ready in Hangar Bay.
Nope.
1.
That Thanatos is a tried and true, probably my favorite Thanatos. Even without the jump jets, it's just got so much damage. Okay, we're all good? Gotcha. It used to be, I remember that. It used to be, it didn't have UAC, I don't think, and it had 2 or 1 standard large laser, which I think the only thing that has standard IS large lasers is the Sunder. Oh, yeah, Red, if you've been in that before, use your lasers,
Yep.
use your UAC 20, and use your SRAM. Flamers, you can pretty much ignore.
Okay.
And be ready to tap your cooling, because UAC 20 makes a lot of heat, and the lasers don't help, but you gotta be hitting them all on their cooldown.
Okay.
Good, we're ogging in 0 seconds. Going straight through mid, through Charlie 5. Full speed ahead. We gotta go fast.
Ballpark, how many tons of armor since the change has the Thanatos lost across the chassis? Like 1 ton, half ton, 2 ton? Get back to me on
Something in the ballpark of 1 to half a ton. I do not remember the specifics.
that. Okay. So I'll treat it as before, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Julius, I'm gonna slow down. I want you in front of me, because Red, I want you in front too, because I'm a little bit of
You
a
ever
glass
played this
cannon.
map? I should
Both
have
of
brought
you,
up something
full speed
about this
ahead,
map.
heading 150. I'm right behind you.
They're already here.
Full speed ahead, just keep going. Just keep going.
Tiny
Forward.
thought. Okay, sorry.
Julius, keep going. We're right behind you. We don't stop pressing W. We have to get in range. Open your radar. Keep going. They're retreating. This is what we want.
Okay.
Crest right into Sanchito. Primary Sanchito. Oh, Thor. Keep on this Thor, he's running the wrong way.
I'm going to Sanchito, no?
Keep working.
The hell? Sanchito, he's in.
Switch to the other mech near you.
Oh shit, they got me.
Head men tell no tales.
Left torso damaged.
Lock, you son of a bitch. Yeah, we're gonna. The Jamix door is fresh. I can't spread my damage.
Left torso critical.
Lock time on the Summer Up 20 is ridiculous.
Got it, you got it, buddy. Oh. Good one.
I was pulling my hair out. You took off both of Thanatos' arms. Ignore him. Walk away. Oh, that was really good still.
I knew I was probably going to overheat at some point. Didn't think I would die from it, but at that point I was just trying to get off as many shots as I could.
That almost worked off pretty well. That was pretty close.
I'm sure there's a good choice for that. I'll have a little constructive criticism about that. I think that the old model was better for being a cheaper all-around Thanatos. That one probably is better in experienced hands, but what did me in, the heat on that thing, until we got out there, I had no idea the heat was just so insane, so I should have switched to my... If I chain fired, I maybe could have made that interesting, but good fight.
Yeah, we made it close still.
Sanchito spread damage.
If I would have gone to assist, what I should have done, the key mistake for me when I look back at this, I'm sure, my LRM rack was enough to keep Liko away and maybe get the kill, so I should have gone over to help Red, spread armor, shot the Thor, and then just kept Liko at bay with my LRM rack. I made a decision not to do that, but I don't know. We'll look at the video later.
And you decide to change the target while we start because I would continue
We did
fighting
change to
Sanchito the whole time.
Thor, but I don't think I announced that hard enough. I should have been. That's one of the things as drop commander is you want to repeat that whenever you choose a target, which I did not do. I just said, okay, we're going to the Thor now, but that's not enough typically.
Because I was hitting the whole time to Sanchito and was spreading very well the damage I was putting the whole time, but
Specifically with Thanatos, if you knock off both their arms, you can
forget
leave
it.
them.
Okay. So
And you got both of his arms off pretty well.
Yeah.
But after that, I was just dying inside because it's just like, come on, help Duelist out. He's over there facing 2 Thors. Oh well, it was still a good fight. We went really, really close despite all of us making a couple big blunders.
and one of the
I went in
world
and I immediately lost half my damage because they knew how to focus and I was not twisting at all. And so my glass cannon got like 1 shot off before becoming broken glass cannon.
Whereas on Sanchito, one of the Thor was on me.
Yeah, that was a good game still. That's a Duelist, it's best of 3, right?
Yep, I'm going to move us to a new round for test purposes. So we're going to move to, for drop calc purposes, a fresh new round starts on map 4.
Gotcha. Wait, Duelist, if it's best of 3, that's the end of the bracket. Are we just going for the sake of testing?
We're
I'm
playing
down
a
for
round
practice,
robin with ourselves.
For sure.
We're playing a round robin with ourselves.
Gotcha. I'm never going to turn down a chance for more 3v3 practice. Okay, so we're going from drop 4. I hope you're negotiating what maps and price brackets are going in the chat because I'm tapped out.
Okay, so it looks like we're going to play on map Carbon, I think.
Oh, please no.
It's a cool one.
It's a sucky one. It sucks.
Hey, Architect, do me a favor. If you're in the drop calc, go into input match settings and change the map from map 4 to TSA Carbon.
It's already TSA Carbon 2.2_1 for drop 4. What's our price bracket?
I think it's going to be 128, 98, 54. I think I'm getting confirmation. Okay, so on the left is our first practice round. I'm going to reset this now. Okay, so we're 0-0 again. We're going to play one more set. We'll play 3 more maps, and then we're done. Okay, so C-bills, we ban 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, well, we learned something with the practice tonight. My knowledge of the striking system is slightly out of date. Apparently this has changed. So we have banned 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, let's see here. 1, 2, so it's going to be 4 or 5. Okay, we're going to go with 5. It'll be set 5, C-bills.
Set 5 is. Let me see. Oh, I got it here. Ooh, I don't like these prices, but if it sucks, they're gonna have to deal with it sucking too. Carbon is purple and hot and cold.
Nope, just cold.
No, it's cold map.
Cold and low gravity.
Carbon. Oh my god, I was thinking extremity. Carbon's great.
Be right
What
back.
the hell? Okay, I'm working on a list first.
Alright, are we going to spawn north or south?
Give me a sec, I'm still on the list.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, viewers, this map is TSA Carbon. Cold. Out in space. Visibility gets weird. Low gravity. Bit of a psychedelic map, if you will. I think this is a good idea for map previews at the beginning of a match, just to do an aerial view. We've played this map quite a bit. It can turn into a close range fight. It can turn into medium range, jump jetting fight. Get up on some of these hills and poke down at your enemy. And it can turn into a try to find the enemy fight, because if you both teams stick to the outsides, it can definitely take a while to get your fight in. But very, very nice map overall, and definitely I enjoy the Solaris Arena version, where it is a free-for-all deathmatch version of this map as well. And I think that one actually has one of these versions has C-bills, I think. So,
Okay.
alright, there we go.
Wait, that's the wrong areas.
Alright, BRB, setting up the camera.
Sure. Okay, here we go. Duelist, when he's back, I'm going to put him in the Goblin Alpha. Red, I'm going to put you in an Ares Prime, and I'm going to take an Oro Golf.
Okay.
Ares Prime is 1 large laser and LRM 15, 2 LRM 15s.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just sit back and throw LRMs to your heart's content, because of our damage dealers, it's going to be you and Duelist again.
Okay.
Our Oro and Goblin are kind of close range, so we want to get sub 600. And our Ares is insurance in case they get propped up on a hill and we need someone to put fire down while we run up and get into punching range.
Where are we starting? The north base? See, north base is high ground, no?
I would love to start from high ground whenever
So I would
possible.
say north base, because south base is just on the beach, on the water.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I think from north base you have a road to give you, maybe I think you have a road to take you to the mountain, no?
Yeah, north is high ground and it gets down to a plain and gets pretty easy to manage short range from there. And we are kind of short range. So yeah, Charlie, let's go Charlie 2. Red, you're in Ares Prime. Duelist, when he's back, Goblin Alpha.
What color? Come on, purple?
Duelist has been choosing them, and I chose one, so you get to choose now, Red.
Purple.
What was that?
Purple. So,
Just to impress the audience, I want both the Spanish word and the Japanese word for purple.
Purple, okay.
but we don't have purple. We don't have purple. We have pink. Momoiro. Rosa.
You want to do pink? Oh, Duelist, you're in the Thunderbolt Goblin. I believe it's Goblin Alpha.
Any general salesman or sales lady pitch on goblin handling changes since May?
None that I know of. That one stayed the same for a long time. It's still a little beast with a bunch of Thunderbolt shake.
Assembly in progress.
Alright. T-Bolt min range?
There's none.
Max range?
750.
Assembly ready.
You said Ares Prime.
You are Ares Prime, yes.
Okay.
When commanding, give us a little bit of extra leeway, more than you think, because tanks get a little slow on this map.
Yeah.
I suppose group fire
Oh,
with
God.
T-Bolts.
Chain firing 2 bolts makes them work best, yes. However, this was a mistake.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're fine.
Lessons learned, we all have our armor still.
What this?
No tenemos mucho tiempo. Date prisa.
Oh god.
No más rojo.
Where do I live? Wait.
Verde.
Verde is green. Wait, is Verde green or is that red? Red is rojo.
Yeah.
Oh, Duelist, don't fall off. Okay, plan is Duelist, you and I are the charging screening force. Red is more or less hanging back-ish with damage. But while I say hanging back-ish, Red, you've got to really make sure to not get hit with line of sight, because
so we're
you have to
the
be
second
continually
and last set
firing
of
your missiles and
matches
lasers on the
starting
timer.
0-0.
Duelists,
Our list on the right.
I don't think that one gets too hot, and even on this map, it's especially not going to get hot, so.
I don't have any reload here. Just when
What
the
was that,
stone
Red?
is finished. I don't have any reload here. This Ares.
You don't have any what?
Reload, no reload.
Oh no, no reloads. It's not gonna come into a problem though. I hope.
Sí, domingo. Oh, para mí lunes.
None of us have Gekum, right?
No.
Duelist?
9. I have 9 Gekums.
Okay, that's Og. Let's get out from... Follow me, basically. Please don't fall up here. This is really shitty terrain.
Center's fine for tanks. Outside edge, certain parts okay.
We're gonna try and push center because that looks like it has best sight lines for close
The little
range.
repair base would be good if we can get there for cover and whatnot.
Oh god, I guess this is just edge. Try not to flip, I guess.
You want me to go down or I stay here?
Go
top.
down. Carefully. Maybe this wasn't the best spawn
He
base.
had to take us left, really.
Okay, thanks, Duelist. I may have roads disabled. Red, if you follow Duelist, that's an easy way down.
Okay, because you want me to stay up here, no?
No, we gotta move into them. We're gonna head Charlie 5 and then swing right into center.
Rojo es lejos de mí. Nice air
Okay, I
time,
see them on the center.
Already?
Yeah, already. They have Uziel, Chimera. Uziel maybe with pulse laser, not sure. And Chimera.
Got it. Duelist, you and I in front. Let's go.
They saw me.
Red, remember, maintain line of sight. That's your primary thing.
You have Uziel at your left, Duelist. He's trying to come, I think, our back.
Are they swinging behind us, or is this the right way to
We
meet 'em?
have the Chimera, I think we have Chimera our right side,
see 'em.
and we have the Uziel our left side.
I went radar active
I me
there,
too.
over there. We
And
just swing
Chimera is-
around this mountain, we're gonna meet them.
Chimera, I think, is the pulse, large pulse laser one.
Oh no, that's gonna be the DSRM Chimera. I almost took it because it's super awesome.
No, the
Focus
Uziel,
at shoulder. We gotta get that Chimera first. Chimera's gonna be primary, for sure.
Okay. Uziel will, I think, will be come to on our rear soon.
Red, come up front. I think they're trying to make distance, so I want you to get some shots off if we get to the
Okay.
bottleneck.
Let's remember to go radar active.
Gonna crest
Block
this.
bullets.
Go this or we go around this. Okay,
I'm-
they are here. 500 meters. I have a light
Okay,
here.
I see him. I see him.
300 meters.
Oh, crest right now. Red, Duelist, let's go forward. Crest now. Wait, turn around, hit the light. That's an owens, we can ignore it. Okay. Chimera.
Okay.
Get this Chimera.
The problem with the LRM is the range. They are too close. So too close missile are useless.
Zero. I'm going down.
soon as I
Mechwarrior critical.
Tanks on that map while trying to crest the hill.
shit, and then yeah. Because LRM I use close range. The
Yeah.
minimum.
No, I forgot that the tanks take ISLRM with the min range. I should have put you in the LBX Ares. I was thinking about that, but I thought that this was going to be
Museal
more of a
arm
long
off,
range.
63%. Owen's untouched. Don't, and then we'll kill the other thing.
The Chimera. It was DSRM Chimera.
That one maybe, I don't know. Best place to play with that Ares maybe would be high ground, and from
Yeah,
there
that's a bad
use
that's
the
a bad pick for that Ares on this map. I was looking at the LBX one. Should have done the LBX one. Oh well.
Okay, we lost. Map will be Solaris A if they don't ban it. I'll get back to you in the C bills.
Gotcha.
Still trying to remember if we pick C bills as well. Alright, viewers, we're trying to set up for map 5.
yeah for this map the RSG, not the LBX gun, the ATN6 high explosive.
Yeah, that's the one.
Much better, yeah.
Solaris A, probably Solaris A 45, 50, 55.
$45, $50, $55.
Curious. Okay.
I had to download the map. Okay,
Oh.
already done.
Tambien.
This is the same one we did Fractura with, right, Duelist?
Yeah. Alright. We're down map. We're down one map in a best of 3. This will be the second to last map of the night unless we decide to push on. Alright. Alright, BRB viewers.
Gotcha.
This can be a close range, no?
Yeah, it typically gets to close range. So this is going to come down to who brawls best.
Mm-hmm.
Uziel Charlie is going to be must. Yeah.
The base, which one? The
Either
E3
works.
base. Mm-hmm.
Uziel Charlie.
All right, I'm back. Second to last map of this. Then it'll be a post-game show to discuss some stuff. I just had an idea that if we do instead of a traditional map pack, if Rick wants to do the work, he could maybe host a public server for us with all the maps in the rotation set to a short timer. So if people wanted to get practice, they could, but then they could also theoretically connect to it and download the maps, and that could be the map pack.
Hmm. $45. That is such an awkward buy price. Yeah, okay.
And I still think about the Ares. Ares was a clan tank,
This
right?
map is
Yeah,
TSA
still is.
Solaris A.
But the
If you were
clan,
watching
they
on the
didn't have
channel,
any
you'll remember
minimum.
it from
At least in the
the
tabletop
entry
game, I
trial
think
last
they don't,
week.
the missile LRM has not have
Yeah,
any minimum as they
they
have in
put-
the IS. But they put it. They put it.
They put it because it would normally fire too low. They had to use IS missiles so that it would arc up
Uh-huh.
because the tank is so darn short.
Okay. And they changed all the clan LRM. All of them have minimum now.
Oh no, all clan LRM still is 20-ish meters, but on tanks, I believe they make it IS.
Uh-huh. That's why also the missile in the Ares are not going straight. They're going up, down. No?
Yeah. Okay. Of the Owens Charlie, Goblin Foxtrot, and Uziel Charlie, Red, do you have any preference?
Give me the Uzi Charlie.
The Uziel is AC-10,
no. Yep. AC-10.
AC-10, T-Bolt 5, and the large pulse laser.
Let me. And the Owens.
Is the 4 medium lasers and 2 small lasers.
Uh-huh. Give me the Uziel.
Okay. Red, you've got the Uziel. Duelist, as much as I hate to do,
Map
to
5.
keep you in tanks all match.
That's fine.
I'm going to put you in the Goblin again. And I'm going to hop in the Owens.
Huh.
You're okay with the Owens or you want the Uziel?
That
to you.
Uziel you can get away with. I feel like you'll be fine in that Uziel. As long as you make sure you're landing your AC-10 and T-bolts and pulse lasers.
Okay.
Group the machine guns with the AC-10 and just click the other 3 as they come up.
Okay. Which base?
Stripe,
North,
green,
south?
black. Stripe, green, black.
Okay.
Whichever base you guys are in. I'm not tabbed in yet.
I'm Echo 2.
Oh. Okay. Red, Uziel, Charlie, Duelist, Goblin, Foxtrot.
Game pain is Duelist.
What?
The camo.
Stripe green black.
Stripe green black.
This map's not. There's no definitive camo for this map.
Okay.
I'd say mustard
Assembly
might
in
work.
progress.
Or the yellow.
And you say Uziel?
Yeah.
Which one?
The AC-10 Uziel.
Assembly ready in Hangar
Okay.
Valley. 1.
C. And you tell me to group the machine gun with the AC-10.
Yeah. When we get into the firefight, red, we're gonna target the highest damage dealing thing, and you've got to land the AC-10 because it does massive string shoot.
Okay.
And if they've got something with rack or X-pulse lasers, that's what you want to be AC-10ing.
Gene fire.
Okay.
Gene
I can buy 1 ton of ammo. Thunderbolt or AC-10? AC-10?
I'd go with either, honestly. Probably AC-10.
Shutdown system offline.
Okay.
$40 seconds to AUG. This will be the second to last map of the test.
Go at 31?
Okay. Red Duelist, we're gonna go. Duelist, top speed to mid, we're gonna follow you in.
Go. I think we have to wrap around the back of the base to get down.
Yeah, you do. So I wouldn't recommend jumping off unless you want to do a tank dive. We could flip you if you need be.
Hey, where is?
He's taking the short way. The dangerous way. Well, they're not at that base.
Wait
Red,
for
let's
me.
regroup on Duelist. We accidentally got split up.
Yeah, I'm going as far. Oh, I have 5 from behind.
Okay, keep running.
Do I form
Duelist,
on
we
you?
gotta regroup with him right now.
Oh,
Keep running toward. Where do you want me to go running? Okay,
Cory,
let's see that.
Puma, Uzi.
Okay, we take cover. We wait them for come here.
What heading? I see him. Okay, they're 146. Get to the mid. They look long range. Puma
Yeah.
is going to be primary. Do Red, try and get over here low ground so you don't get hit.
The Puma is the one with the UAC 2.
I
The
think
3
so.
UAC 2, I think.
It's the lowest armored one. The
Mid.
Duelist left here, or this little runway down here, heading 100. We're going to peek out here. Hey, Duelist, where are you going?
Mid.
Let's go through the valley 146, 145.
Forward.
Yeah. So Red, once we get an engagement, that AC-10
Mm-hmm.
goes to the Puma.
Puma? Okay.
Puma and Partisan. Duelist left here. I don't think
Sorry.
I can survive that little spot. And we're going to swing hard right as soon as we get past here. Hard right, we're going to loop around the bottom valley.
Okay, I see them. UCL, they have over the top.
Okay. Keep going straight ahead. We're going to charge in.
Oh, they are going to hit us.
We can hit that Uziel right now. Okay, this is when we fire. Puma, Puma, Puma.
Okay, Puma.
Turret damaged. Left elbow damaged.
Keep on the Puma, doing good.
Elbow critical. Turret critical. Turret
That was a Goblin, not Partisan.
front
And to the
Uziel,
Puma.
he's open.
My way to the Puma.
Uziel's open.
front elbow critical.
She, I'm going to go to a round.
Uziel and Puma are open. Almost got the Puma.
Oh, they almost got me.
One more shot on that Puma.
Ah, Puma got me.
Ah.
I think it took me ages to go to the other side of the hill, the mountain. I was expecting the Puma appear
Uziel
from the place,
0%.
but it didn't come.
Excuse me. Uziel 0% right, 38% center. Goblin 83 side, and that's it. Okay, spawn back in. We're gonna do one more map, and then we're gonna call it.
Okay. In the same map. We're not dropping on Soleil A again, are we?
No, we're gonna do one more map as a half round.
Okay. Okay, let me know when we've got C-bills.
Okay, so you see they.
Are we playing this map? No, no.
We're playing one more map.
Okay.
Alshane, Badlands.
Oh, did we do Glory yet? Or was that banned?
Badlands, Alshane. We banned Avalon. Glory is the map. Map 5. This is a round 3 sudden death championship of the preview. Let's call it that.
I don't think that's how it works.
So we're gonna do
We're
round 3, and I can tell you that it's gonna be Glory. We're working on Sea-Bills.
awesome. Glory, nice.
It's either gonna be 114, 74, 70, or it's gonna be
If you've got to say, try and give us something big.
1, 4, and 5 are banned so far. Set 2, 128, 98, 54.
Nice. One 28, 98, 54. Yeah. Glory.
Read me those limits one more time. 128.
98 and 54.
All right, viewers, this will be the last map of the night. We will have a post-game show attached to the live stream and as a separate video, and then we will have a another shorter separate podcast thing available up on the channel later tonight. The actual event takes place at 1:30 at 12:30 Saturday, November 5th, Central U.S. time. That's 18:30 UTC. We'll have a round robin of teams, and then the top 4 that make it out of that will come back on 12:30 Central U.S., 18:30 UTC on Saturday, November 21st, and play in a single elimination bracket, and with a third place game. And then we'll have the last big thing for this channel will be a secret event that if we get it ready in time, will be taking place one of the first 3 Saturdays in December. Be sure to keep an eye out for that. MAKmaster.com for projects. The 2 guys that I'm playing with tonight, Red and Architect, we're all in Smoke Jaguar Beta Galaxy Living Legends, one of the oldest still semi-active groups in Living Legends. So you can be sure there's content on this channel from other stuff as well, and so plenty of content coming up on the channel, and I'll try to get in the show notes links to some alternative content. I have been recording a second set of videos tonight, so we'll get those up as well. Okay, it's not going to be Glory after all. The map's not installed, so we're going to do map ban real quick.
Sure.
Avalon, Allshane, Carbon. Badlands. Looks like it'll be Badlands.
Okay. It's not going to be Badlands?
It is Badlands. Same sea bills on Badlands. Okay, viewers, we've got one more map upcoming of
Is
action.
Badlands huge?
And then some post-game content. Badlands is the one we ran into them with their tanks on that one hill. With the water pits, with the oil pipes, four bases.
Did we do it as the first map?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that one.
I see something on the on radar. Oh, it's the turrets.
Oh, that was just today, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. This is fine.
Okay, sea bills might change too now.
Okay.
Sea bill set will not be 1, 2, or 4, so it'll be 3, 5, or 6. Sorry about the wait. I just want to get this is a chance for more practice with the striking system. So
Yeah. Gotta figure out how to do it by the book.
we started at 8, roughly. Okay. So we'll be about 15 minutes over for how long I wanted to spend on the preview. But I also purposely started us slow, so we're probably still okay. I will not be playing any pubs tonight, so my in-game playing will be done after this upcoming map, and thank you guys for coming to play today.
Sure, sure.
I will still be on the voice server, though, doing some content, so if anybody wants to be part of that, I'll be around. Arc, we're asking teams to try and show up about 10-15 minutes early if possible, and we asked them not to show up any later than about probably about 20 minutes. 15 minutes early if possible, no later than 15 minutes after whenever the actual event starts, whether that's 18:30 or a little bit after that. If a team...
We've had good luck with Joey's pretty good, and
Yeah.
I've just got to make sure we're going with Wang.
The short of what I'm saying is try not to miss more than your first opponent at worst in a worst case scenario without saying duelist. We're not going to make it.
Yeah,
That's what I'll say.
With the bands, are we keeping 128?
Hang on. No, it's going to be a different one. Question mark. Set 3. 82, 98, 105. 82, 98, 105.
Ooh, that's an awkward one. Well, we could keep Rasa. Let me see if we've got that catapult.
Okay. Alright, let's take a look at the map. This is TSA Badlands one more time. Viewers, I hope you've enjoyed the show tonight. We're going to be bringing you some more content later tonight on the channel, as I mentioned earlier. The big show will be...
What map is this again?
Saturday. TSA Badlands. Rolling hills,
Okay.
oil pipes.
Still Badlands.
Everybody fights in this spot. Duelist, let's go over there. Duelist, slow down. Red, I'm stuck in the Mars tank. Never knew this water was over here.
Yeah, what happened with me? I thought I was stuck, but I wasn't stuck really. What happened is that I'm using TeamSpeak with press to speak, and the key I had to press is Control left, and Control left is the key for
Oh, did you
crouch
accidentally get
the tank.
yourself?
Yeah, that will happen. Well, if I'm rolling, no problem. But if I stop and I press to talk, I crouch.
Okay, yeah, that's.
That was happened before with the
You
with the
might want to
Mars.
rebind your.
BRB.
That's a binding to. What's the word, duelist, when your tank sits down?
Crouch. No?
Crouching, I guess, yeah.
Crouching. Yeah.
You might want to rebind crouch, because
Yeah.
push to talk on something like that.
Yeah, what happened because usually I never play with tongue. I don't have any problem, but when I play with like today, I just have to remember when I stop, don't talk.
I'll get back to you on that in a sec, yeah. Have we used the Sunder yet? Oh no, yeah, that's placeholder, my bad. Okay. Gotcha. Well,
Which one?
we've got the Rack 5 catapult and the Rack 5 awesome. So,
Ooh.
either of you guys, if you have a preference.
What Thunder is?
It's 2 large lasers, 4 small lasers, 3 SRM, 4, and an AC-20.
Oh.
Assembly in progress.
On second thought, I may swap that for something else. Let me see.
Thunder. When I play with Thunder, I play with the Thunder
Assembly
A.
ready in hangar bay. 1.
Yeah, I'm looking at this more and I'm thinking that's really close ranged, and I don't think I want to commit to something like that. Kind of want something more 700-ish.
Thunder E, but not sure about the.
More or less, minus a bunch of armor. You know what? I'm gonna commit to it. We're going with Atlas Charlie. And this is gonna be the best way to end the night. Yeah.
Atlas Celia, what else?
Mm, mm, mm. I'm gonna take the Atlas because that one's a particular one. Red, the catapult has 2 rack and 2 medium pulses and 2 medium smalls. So 4 pulse lasers. And the Awesome has a lot more armor, 2 rack and 2 PPC. But it's slower. I think. No.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're the same speed. Yeah. It doesn't have jump jets though.
Or either for me, it's okay. The catapult or the SMG.
I'm gonna put you in the Awesome G. And
Okay.
Duelist, I'm gonna put you in the catapult. Okay, Red Catapult G, Duelist Awesome G, Atlas Charlie for more. Water King. Okie doke. So we're all 650. We're all kind of slow. And we all have a profound amount of damage over time. There's a tunnel here?
Here? This map?
Are we ogging right now? Oh, you can't catch up in that thing. Okay, fine. Let's go. Okay, we're going to mid.
Chain fire.
What could be the main target?
Group fire. Chain fire.
Any
What was
idea? A main target.
Delta
The
4-5.
primary target. Once we meet them.
Once we meet them, I don't know what they've got yet.
But they should have the same
Red
amount
Duelist took the same damn mech. Duelist, you're in a catapult. Catapult golf.
They should have the same amount of money we have?
No,
No?
What was that, Red?
No, I was thinking maybe they make they can take, but there are too many to choose. Don't forget it. Yeah. Yeah.
I doubt they're gonna go with something as what we're doing. What we are going to do is immediately try to focus there. This is a similar build to what we did the first map, in the sense that we have a lot of medium short range brawl. We're more medium range and DPS focused now. And so our MO is going to be, once we get them in line of sight, we need to hold them in line of sight. Because all of our weapons are stair weapons. If they start peeking and twisting and doing stuff like that, they immediately get the advantage. So we need to hopefully catch them in a spot where we can stare at them for a minute, and if they get behind cover, we have to follow them behind that cover. Because if we let them hop up and down behind cover, all of our DPS weapons just do nothing. Unless they peak really poorly, in which we've got 3 PPCs to smack them with. Okay, hogging forward. Red, you've got 2 PPCs. I would
Yep.
recommend chain firing them.
Okay.
Automatic shutdown system.
And Duelist, yes, you do have mask. It's helpful. That mech is a little bit silly with all the stuff they packed on it. The one sentence this is our goal is to, our strategy is to stare at them and not let them get behind cover. If they get behind cover and start peeking, poking, we lose our advantage. We have to hit them and then just keep blasting because we all have profound damage over time. So we've got to make that stare time work. Duelist, you've got the shortest range of all of us. They will probably focus you. We'll have to look at what they start hitting and pull away. You've got mask and jump jets, so you're the squishiest, but you can also get out in a pinch. You actually want to get up in their face enough as you can safely, soak up a bunch of damage, and then scoot away. Because if you could get them to chase you, and you're twisting and not being hit, then that's awesome. Okay, turning right. Oh, I'm waiting up for Red a little bit. Red, I want you on my shoulder. Red, you and I are gonna tank. Don't ram Red. Okay, if you get Viz, give a heading. Chances are we're gonna see him 90 again. As soon as we make visual contact, just full speed ahead as usual. Swinging a little harder right. Yep, visual, get to low ground. They've got a Nova Cat, visual 144. Swing left, low ground. Crest this one hill and we're going low ground again. So we may take a shot on this one hill.
No, they have a Ryoken with a PPC.
PPC right?
Yeah, that would hit me or try to hit me. Didn't hit, but resist.
Okay. Primary is going to be their Masakari.
Oh no,
Okay.
Okay.
So this is a bad spot. We got to just start pressing W after this hill. We're going to crest this and get going. You're on my shoulder, Red?
Yeah, on my way. Okay.
Our primary, put damage on the Masakari. It's soft and it's got a lot of damage to put out, so if we knock it out soon, we're good.
Okay. Oh shit, they are running. Oh, I'm going down. Low ground now.
Moss is in range.
I tried.
Okay, we're low
I'm
ground,
trying
this
to
is good.
get those.
Left torso
We're turning
damaged.
right and we're gonna meet him. Keep going.
Waiting for
Red,
you or
keep going straight, keep going straight. I'm right behind you. And you've got armor. Forward, forward, forward.
Go.
Moss is primary. We're in the perfect spot. They do not want us here.
Where are they?
They've got to be on the other end of this hill.
Yep.
Yeah, Masa is going to be primary. Radar
Masakari is
shot.
coming. It's coming Masakari.
Just going to charge right into him. Nova Cat. Right on that Masa.
Yeah, Masakari.
He's in a bad spot. Keep it up. Nova Cat, Nova Cat, Nova Cat.
Don't see about that. Just see the
To the
Ryoken.
left.
Okay.
Pull off the Ryoken. Nova Cat to the left. He's radar passive trying to run away.
I see, but I'm close to the have the. I'm. Rio is on me.
Keep going forward. We're gonna. The Rio's in a bad spot.
I'm losing one of my arm.
You're fine.
It's a real G.
Yeah.
I thought it was hitting me with a PPC. What a gauss.
Hold tight a sec. We're still in this.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah.
He's got to have like 10 CT left. Or 0.
Note to self, instead of using jump jets to evade and using up all your heat, use mask. He was 4% center. Oh well, I was a bullet shield and it worked out almost. Alright, this is going to wrap up the game portion of tonight. I thank you both for coming to play. I'll have some more SJ stuff for us coming up in the coming weeks once the 3v3's behind us. So be sure to check out the channels for the coverage of it, videos and whatnot. I'm going to have a post-game show, and anybody invited on that to listen in or participate. I will not be playing pubs tonight. So the next time any of you will see me is Saturday. And we'll try again. What is it? November. We'll try again in December. We'll try again in a few weeks. I'll try and have another SJ night, maybe on a Friday night or a Sunday night again, and we'll try some more stuff. But thank you both for playing. I'm going to drag us up now all on one channel.
Sweet.
Channel
I was
switched.
mainly figure.
Channel switched.
Alright. I'm going to give them a minute. They're going to debrief. What was the most fun you guys had tonight, and what was the least fun you had with the moments or settings or anything else? The best and the worst parts about tonight.
Best was last drop was a lot of fun. Worst was making bad drop calls. As for running the event, this is something I got to bring up with Dyer too. I was worried that the map picking and the C-bill picking might be too much overhead, and how he explained it, it sounded like it wasn't going to be a lot of overhead. It feels like a lot of overhead. Because we're going to have how many random people trying to pull this up? If this is the rate at which we work through it between the two people who birthed the idea, you, Duelist and Direwolf.
Hey guys, thanks for the games. Take
Hey.
care.
See it, good games. If this is the rate that we pull through it from the two experts that birthed it,
User
how
disconnected
fast
from your
randos
channel.
are going to go through it are going to be an order of magnitude slower, which it's going to hurt turnaround. Gotcha.
Okay, if
User
you
was
take-
moved out of your channel.
Hello.
Hello.
You're going to make a good fight.
Yeah.
I already got some feedback from my guys as we start to wrap up this part of the stream. I'd also like to solicit feedback from you guys. As always, the best and worst parts about tonight, and any specific feedback about what we should target for fixing for the main event on Saturday.
One thing though, before we say anything else, just real quick, do you understand that, I mean, maybe this wasn't clear before, but like, when I was talking about, one second, hold on.
All right. Well, while he's setting up, While he's setting up, just in general, the standard Chaos March thing. Best part about tonight, worst part about tonight, everybody. All right.
Opposition build bits that were a little strange, but yeah.
Daryl, do you have any as to some of our creative compositions?
The carbon list was really weird because Ares Prime in 3v3 I feel like is very polarizing.
We discussed that, yeah. That was a learning opportunity.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, we can just run at them.
Yeah, my thought was maybe you forgot that clan vehicle LRMs have minimum range now.
Yeah, that was shit. It's a pity. I feel useless to win that Ares in that map. It was close range. You
Yeah,
cannot do anything.
we were thinking, I was so close to pulling the LBX series instead, and that was the right play to make. And we didn't do that. Or I didn't do that, because I was building lists.
I thought it may have been like, oh, if you have the Ares sitting on a hill somewhere and like it's able to do free damage while other people are fighting, like that might be something, but it wasn't positioned properly.
What were you saying before?
Okay, yeah. Prior to jump out, just a thing about like during the actual tournament, like what I like for rounds, like an individual round, like when teams are playing, like the 3 maps are what would be considered like a win, if that makes sense. Like like the idea here when we did multiple rounds, like I assume that was just kind of to like
practicing the round robin and the striking system.
Yeah, you guys won best of 2 in the first 3.
Yeah, that would just be like in a regular round robin, like the 2 teams that would be playing, that would just be the end of their set, and they would move on to play different teams.
Yeah, Duelist just kept having us going for the sake of it.
Just making sure that was clear.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All right. Because otherwise it'd be like nine maps every time somebody plays. It'd be like real spooky.
On my team's end, I got us set up slow, so we were probably about 20 minutes behind where we would have normally started, and we were slow on my end with the striking system because I practiced an earlier version of the striking system apparently, and the changes that you made I like. But that all night long was some confusion on my part as the team leader. No, it's fine. But again, why we're playing the preview, why we're getting that. So again, tonight as we wrap up this part of the stream and we wrap up the preview in general, Clan Jade Falcon was joined Clan Smoke Jaguar tonight to do the official private but still being streamed preview of the 3v3. Lets I as the executive event runner person and Dire Wolf as a partner in everything as well to see how it all works and see some areas that we want to target to smooth out or change some different ideas. I think that we had a successful night, and I'd like to thank everybody for playing. The team names tonight, you were the Falcon Strikers, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
And then we were SJ Mostly Heartless was our name, and score wise, we played I'm gonna score it 3 rounds. Round 1 was a score 2-1 in favor of the Falcons. Round 2 was 2-0 in favor of the Falcons, and in round 3, let's call it tonight's championship if we want to call it that. We had the Falcons beat us in a close one there, and so some good fights, and we got some good stuff. So wrapping this up, we went slow tonight on purpose. We've identified a few things I think Dyer and I both have to work on a little bit, but I think everything's solid and looks good, and I hope that you'll all join us to come play. Coming up on the live stream and also being in a separate recording, it'll be a post-game show with myself and whoever wants to listen in, and then a very short podcast will be coming up with just the details of the event. So be sure to check out the various streams that we'll have going, and the game, mechlivinglegends.net. It is free, not free to play, but free as in you can play it for free forever. Made by a group of awesome people and supported by a community of awesome people as well. We thank you all for watching. Come join us sometime. Teamspeak wr-clan.no-ip.org. Something like that. We'll put it in the show notes. And mechlivinglegends.net, the game. And we'll see you around. Say goodnight, everybody.
Night.
Good night.
All right. I'm gonna
Direwolf, before you peel out, are
post-game
you in a
show
pinch for time?
will pick up in about 10 minutes time, so hang on if anybody's watching. Good night, everybody.
All right, what's up, Architect?
Okay, here we go. Okay, I am here with Dire Wolf and Red for the post-game show. We just got done having a little bit of a meeting, talking about some things to help out on Saturday. But as we get started, Red, I'm going to give you 3 values. Tell me which one of the ban one of the values. So these will be the limits for how much we're going to each spend on our 1v1 battle. Red, the choices are 40,000, 80,000, and 100,000. Which one of those do you not want to use?
100,000.
Okay, and I don't want to use 45, so Red, build something that's 82 or under, and Red and I are going to battle in the background here. All right, so Dyer, who were your teammates tonight?
I played with Senchito Escobar and Jamek.
On my side,
It was a good time.
I played with Red and Architect, and our first map that we played was Badlands. On that, we used a Mars, a Morgu, and an Ares. What did you guys use against us?
We also brought something somewhat similar. We took a Behemoth Golf with improved heavy gauss, 3 larges, a Morgu Alpha, and I can't remember the third asset. I don't know, drop calc. It was the old Charlie, because it was much cheaper. The idea was, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, just we wanted to have our Behemoth as a pivot, because we haven't really done, 3v3 is really small drops is something we've never really done with large tanks. So we're kind of curious how we would build a list around one. We decided to take one that wasn't extreme range, because we didn't want to in case your team had took something a bit brawlier, which is totally possible because of the really scattered sightlines on that map. So we took the Behemoth as just kind of a good mid-range way to counter if you had lots of Gauss, or we kind of assumed that you would also have an assault tank, just because it's 128 seems like it's really amenable to it, to the really good ones. And the Uziel was just kind of filler. If you had some huge pinpoint monster, the AC-10 would be good for shaking. It's pretty mobile, so it could do flanks and stuff. Be our scout.
Yeah, I had GECM on there, and I'm like, oh, I see them on radar, but it turned out to be your base turrets and that kind. And then just keeping all those things, the speed, the Mars. None of us played with it much and organized yet, so it's just been kind of getting used to the speed for me because my Morgu was too fast.
It's a lens ship.
And then once we saw you, it was just trying to get to the right engagement range was kind of felt difficult, and I think that's why that match it went by so quickly for slow moving tanks.
The thing about assault tanks is that a lot of them have really long range, and you have to leverage that. So if you're dealing with for open maps or big maps, you probably don't want to do short range assault tanks because they're so slow you can get kited. So our team was mostly kind of trying to keep it mid range. We assumed that because you were playing so careful with your sightlines that you probably were shortest range. That turned out to be the case because the Mars was mostly focused on DSRMs. So you were just able to get a lot of good trades before you got into your optimal range, and we were able to win based on armor trades.
And then in that match, you guys beat us. So moving on, the second match, All Shane, my team utilized an Thunderbolt Atlas Fox, Thunderbolt Catapult Fox, and a Rack Rommel. What did you guys?
I think pretty solidly we beat you in the list, or you beat us in the list building phase, because we were also building again assuming you would take an assault tank. So we were okay, what's something that we can do that just dumps damage on big targets? So our top buy was an MRM Mauler. Our second highest buy was it was a Partisan Foxtrot, Manteuffel, because the idea was that we would have the MRM Mauler to dump out damage on the big heavy tank if you had one, and the 2 remaining assets would just be as much DPS as possible. So Manteuffel, Partisan, which has an XL engine, which means it goes really fast. It's up armored. Rack 5, 3 MXPLs. And our last asset was a bit underbuying, which was a Bushwhacker Alpha with 2 Rack 5s. And your list just straight up outranged us. We were kind of hoping that we would see you and we would throw out a bunch of damage, but the initial trades just didn't go well. And we tried going through the tunnel on the map to see if we could flank you from a slightly shorter range position, but you had repositioned by the time we came out of the tunnel, and we just ended up losing too hard.
Yep.
T-bolts were really, really good against us.
I was surprised. I ended up with all green at the end of that map. Not something I can say for a match. I love that map. We got to go through the tunnel, so I was happy.
So that's where you were at the beginning.
and it was really interesting. Again, repositioning. I mean, I had a faster tank this time, but I had a slow Atlas to outspeed, so that was a fun one. And then moving on to New Avalon, on that one we used a UAC 20, Mauler C, a Streak, not a Streak, SRM Vulture Fox, and a UAC 10 LRM 20 Thanatos. The Thanatos Fox I train in all the time, but with all the mechs getting less armor recently, just in the whole game. The Thanatos Fox, and then the Thanatos Fox has a bunch of lasers on it now. Used to only have one large, kind of threw me off a little bit. So
yeah, I missed the old one.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a sec. But what did you guys use, and what was your strategy there on that one?
Okay, so I'll say this from the beginning. Like, the thing that I really wanted to do when I saw like the map list and all the Seabills is like, okay, I really want to have a drop where we can have a bunch of summoners on Carbon, because that slow grab and IJJ on that map is hilarious. So, but every time you ban Carbons, it's like, damn it, okay, we have to find another map where we can do summoner memes. So we chose New Avalon, and we took a Thor Prime, a Thor Echo, and a Thanatos Foxtrot, so the same thing that you did, because it was just perfectly priced at 82. Where the idea was that we were expecting that you'd probably take something with lots of Gauss, or lots of, like, maybe something like ERATM, something like that. The idea was that we were hoping to take something fast that could kite, or if you took something that was, like, closer to mid-range, that we'd be able to, like, we'd be able to do enough damage until you got close enough, like if you just ran at us. We were not ready for your team to be all close-range assets. Like, the idea at the very beginning was that we wanted to run up to the middle, because the Thor Prime now has Beagle Active Probe as well as GCM. And the thought was that it would be able to spot wherever you guys were, and then we could react accordingly. And just seeing you like running straight up at us with UAC 20 and D-Serum boats was really terrifying. But I think we just got really lucky because when we turned, like after we managed to line of sight you, when you all went up on top of the hill, we were able to set up a good firing line. We picked out Architects like as the biggest threat in the D-Serum Vulture. And I don't think he was really ready for us to be focusing so hard. And we were in different attacking from different directions, and his torso got drilled. And then it was just really rough because there were more of us than there were of you at that point. And Jamek somehow didn't really get hit very much, and he was able to end up having a duel at the end. I somehow didn't die. It was just that was a hair-raising match the whole time.
Yep, and it felt close. I had the critical decision for me was our mission was to focus on Lico's heavily damaged mech. But then Red and I got split off after Architect got killed. So my decision was: do I pepper Lico with my LRM 20?
I'm not Lico.
I'm
happy to be mistaken for Lico though.
Oh.
I was using his signature mech and his signature strategy. So
well, thank you for the correction. And then focus on that and go help Red. Go help Red with the mech that he was attacking. Had I done that, I think we would have won. But by the time Red went down, I was able to get it down to one mech. But that mech was completely fresh, and I still had a chance. But the muscle memory kicked in back when that mech wasn't as hot as it used to be, and I fried myself. I might have had a chance, but I fried myself pretty good, and that was the end of that match. That was a fun one. Next up was TSA Carbon. We went tank crazy again, and on this one we used a UAC 10 Oro G Ares Prime LRM 15 and large laser, and a Thunderbolt Goblin medium pulse laser. Architect didn't know the map terribly well, and so we had a little bit of difficulty getting down hills, up hills. But we found you, and your light mech ran behind us, and we decided to attack that. But then when we decided to push forward against your main force, I think we got a little bit scrambled in our stuff there, and I think that we got a little bit separated, and a pretty quick match really once the fire began. So what did you guys use against us, and what was your side of the story?
Okay, so we spent a while trying to figure out what we wanted on that map actually. We ended up just going with something that was like pretty versatile. I took a New Zealand Golf, which is large X-pulse lasers. Carbon's a really cold map, so you can basically just keep firing forever. And the other two assets we had were in Owen's Charlie, which is just generically very good, really tanky. We had a Chimera Foxtrot because we figured that the Uziel would get focused because it does the most damage and is probably the least mobile and like the least armored of the three, or maybe not the least armored, but like armor per surface area of all the mechs there. So the idea would just be that like, okay, there's the Uziel, which does damage, and we'll get focused, and then the two other slightly tankier assets that will keep on like running into the team. And we also weren't sure what kind of strategy we'd be using. We thought that you might be kiting us or something, and we just want to run at you. We weren't really expecting tanks, and I was a little bit scared when I saw that, like, oh crap, like there's two goblins. But then I saw the Ares, and I saw the Ares had LRMs, and I was like, oh, we can just run at them. That's an Ares Prime. So then we did. And also, Senchido and the Owens being behind your group was an accident. We didn't mean for him to be there, and it was like, oh crap, we have to push. And we did. But I think, yeah, we did a good job of recognizing that the Oro was like the most dangerous thing at this range, because we were fighting within like 200 meters. We all just focused the Oro, it died, and then it was a matter of picking apart the other assets, and we were in close enough combat that the Ares couldn't use its LRMs.
Next up, we had TSA Badlands, and again, and we used Rack Catapult Golf, a Rack Awesome Golf, and originally we were going to use a Sunder Prime, but Red and I were like, we don't know how to support that thing, so we
That Prime's great.
2AC10 Heavy PPC Atlas. And that one was just trying to completely focus fire on our end, and that was a close match, Dyer.
That was incredibly close. Our list there was, we just thought, okay, let's take a bunch of pretty fast assets, see if we can kite and do funny things with that. So we took an overwhelming amount of LBX stuff. We took an LBX Novacat, 3 LB5s, 2 ER PPCs, LBX Masakari, 4 LB5s, 2 ER Larges, Learn 10, whatever. And the last asset was a Rio Golf, which could be like our sort of our pseudo scout kind of kiting asset, good if we're staying at 900. Gauss rifle, etc. And we saw you at long range, and we were like, oh, this is great, this is perfect. You guys are all really slow intersphere assets. We can just like try and cut you. Oof, nice.
We just had a close fight. I got legged.
Both died.
I got legged, and
Nope.
I have 0% torso on all three.
Not legged. That is not legged. That is the crisis bug, like where if two people die at the same time, only one of you dies,
Nice.
and the other one is stuck in limbo forever. You were just entombed. Yeah, that was absurdly close, because despite our good trades in the beginning, you were just able to close distance using the terrain, and we got a little bit split up, a little bit disorganized when the push happened. So it ended up just being Jamek 1v1, mostly fresh versus like a pretty damaged Atlas, but very much in the Atlas's optimal engagement range. And Jamek survived by really a hair's breadth.
Next up, we had.
That was the last match, I believe. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the last match. Here.
There was one we missed though before this. There was a Solaris A match.
Oh.
A little bit earlier.
Did I miss it?
Yeah.
On
before the Badlands one.
On that one, we used an Owens Charlie with the laser boat, Goblin laser boat with 2 Streak 6s, and then a UZLC with T-Bolt and AC-10 large pulse.
Yes.
And as my Living Legends freezes up and I can't close it, Red, I'll be back in a
no.
little bit. So anyway, we had that, and then Solaris A. Oh yeah, that one. We couldn't close the distance fast enough, and then we were trying to focus down your Puma, but that thing must have been Superman. Tell us about your list and your strategy.
Yeah. So the plan with our list was, like, I mean, we spent actually a really long time like trying to figure out what we wanted to do with it, because the price points felt a little bit awkward for us for that map. Oh, my game crashed too. Yeah, I was spectating you guys. Yeah, so the idea was that, like, okay, let's just pick assets we're comfy with. Jamek is New Zeal Charlie Fiend, so I gave that to him. For the 50k, I was like, okay. Well, actually, I chose last. Senchido chose the Goblin Alpha, the same one you did, because he's just really comfy with it. He's used it before. These were like 2 very different range brackets. You know, like one is the kind of close range punchy Goblin, just tanky, and New Zeal kind of is like a mid range skirmisher, does a bit of everything. So I was like, okay, I will take something that, like, this map does have some long range sightlines. So there's going to be basically 2 scenarios. I'm going to take this Puma, and probably because I'm the squishiest thing here, I'm going to get focused first. If they're like a long range list, or if they're anything, they're just going to try and go for me. So I'm going to try and like show up. I'm going to try and be scary at 800 meters. We're going to try and set up a firing line so I can leverage the UAC 5s, do some damage. And then if they get close, I'll just try and be evasive the whole time, so the Goblin can keep doing damage. Like and if the Goblin does get focused, if the other team decides like, okay, we have to kill this Goblin because it's a close quarters brawler, then I and the Puma, which does a ton of damage, can try and just do as much uncontested as possible. So that mostly is what happened. We managed to get a few early hits on your team when they were getting ranged, but you're able to close distance. But yeah, in that period, it was a matter of like, okay, you quickly picked out, okay, the Puma is the squishiest thing; it has to die. But I think I did a decent job of breaking contact, and then when I did, it'd be kind of like switching targets. It's just a matter of like fading and kind of shifting aggro around once the brawl actually happened.
And as we wrap up the post game show, we did it ended up, I broke it down as 3 rounds. So we did a mini test of the round robin. We used the full rule set tonight, and I think we did well, Dyer. I look forward to it. We'll have some more stuff for you upcoming in the podcast, but for now, I believe the score was 2-1. CJF won victory for SJ in that one. They won round 1. Round 2, they won CJF won. The Falcons won 2-0, and then in the final round, they won as well. We had some close matches in there, and it was really interesting having Architect and CGF, who are all still play the game a lot and up to date on all the stuff. Having somebody like me that's a bit rusty, and I haven't played in a team for a while with Architect and Red. So I think we did well tonight. We had some fun matches. We had some close fights, and I think the format proved itself rather well. And so hopefully it was a good video. Hopefully everybody had fun. Any closing thoughts, Dyer?
I will say that you played really well in All-Chain. That was like just a really nerve-wracking drop.
Yeah.
And also like the last Badlands drop was super close.
Yes. Frustratingly so.
I was convinced Jamek was going to die. I was amazed when the Atlas exploded.
So, anybody that's been watching tonight, wondering what the heck's going on, right there, I have the poster up. Thanks to Bird Thing for putting this together for us. I'm consulting with Dyer and a lot of other... I'm leaving it to the experts on this fight. I'm just the paper pusher, executive, or however you want to call it on that. But we've got a lot of awesome people working really hard this coming weekend, so be sure to... come get the game, mechlivinglegends.net. Be sure to try out the tournament. It's a lot of fun. Microphone recommended but not required. You do need the TeamSpeak, which will give you the link in the chat, but it's teamspeak.com/downloads, and point it towards W-R on Saturday, November 14th, starting at 18:30 UTC. That's 12:30 Central Standard Time if you're stateside, or be sure to check it out here on this channel or some of the other channels that we'll be linking as well. And Dyer, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing how awesome sauce this event can be. So thanks for sticking around with us for the stream, and any other thoughts as we close it up?
Nope. Excited for the 14th.
All right. Special thanks to Red for dueling me. It's so awesome that we froze 3 different games. And thanks to Architect, Sanchito, Lico, and Jamek for joining us tonight and making the preview possible. We will be hard at work this week on this channel. Be sure to stay tuned for the podcast. And see everybody this weekend. On behalf of everybody, long live Living Legends, and thanks for playing, guys.